what's happening in the media world. Nachiket Pantvaidya joins us. He's CEO with Alt Balaji and Group CEO with Balaji Telefilms. Uh, Nachiket, where is it? India is one of the fastest OTT growing market, all thanks to the bandwidth availability, which clearly is there. The challenge for some of the OTT players is that they are losing money. There are suddenly too many players. Every second billboard which you see in the street of Bombay is talking about one large OTT serial or a show which is coming out. So don't you think this is like problem of plenty suddenly?
Well, there are two aspects to it. One is that I think most of the OTT players in the market view this solely as a consumer tech business, whereas our firm belief is that it is a content first business layered with a consumer tech, layer above that. What I mean by that is you've got to make real good original exclusive content for your target audience, and only then does your OTT business become successful. While everybody has been losing money, our outlook is that we will continue to have our focus on revenues, and we will break even 36 to 45 months after launch. So we finished 24 months and we are way on course to break even. The first year we had a 7 crore top line. The second year we have crossed 3 quarters and now we have already put in 28 crores of revenue against a cost base of roughly anywhere between 130 and 150 crores. So we are well on our way to start breaking even, and we believe that this is a business that has to be managed in a way that we break even, make profits also, and therefore content that you put out is extremely important. A couple of very key factors for us is that despite actually spending about 1/50th the amount of money that others are spending on marketing, we are among the top 3 pay platforms on both the Apple Store as well as on the Android Store. And that shows that if you make good exclusive content targeted at your audiences, you get results. We are also the #1 repository of original exclusive content. So if you do not have a well-made targeted product to market, you are likely to end up spending a lot of money in consumer acquisition and marketing, and all of that gets wasted and leads to a leaky bottom line.
Tell me, you saw a growth in your subscription base from 5.33 million in the second quarter of FY19 to about 10.5 million. What is the outlook on subscription base? Where is it that you stand at right now? And you're saying that you're the 3rd largest player in the market. What then is your strategy in place for the business?
Well, there are 3 cornerstones to our strategy. Our subscription base has crossed the double-digit number right now. We are going to close our book soon, and then we'll come up with a finite number in some days, but suffice to say it's crossed double digits, so the growth trajectory is going ahead. Our strategy is twofold. One is that we want to make original exclusive content targeted at urban mass India. We are not targeting the top 5 or 10% of internet users. We are targeting the whole lot of internet users who see video on 4G. And therefore our content resonates with that mass. That's one. We are therefore the #1 repository of original exclusive content in India. Second, of course, very importantly, we are priced very affordably. Our pricing is less than ₹1 a day. Our price is at 300 rupees a year, which means it's about 60 to 70 paisa a day. And that makes it really affordable to the masses. So we are in this unique place of being at the forefront in the mass OTT space as opposed to the foreign language OTT space, which a lot of players are. That helps us drive our results well. That helps us acquire consumers at a large base. When I mentioned that we are in the top 3 OTT players on the store, it is from a gross billing viewpoint. If you look, however, at the price points, our price point is about 1/20th that of any of the people in this OTT space. We are really affordable, and therefore my guess is that in terms of number of paying subscribers, we are either the #1 or the #2 player in the country right now.
The killer question, at this point is, given the competition in the space between Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Hotstar, in the Indian online video streaming domain, how are you viewing the competitive landscape and really gearing up for it? What do you feel your strengths are? How are you strategizing at this given time?
Yeah, so our strategy again is based on our content strategy of making content for individuals as opposed to families. So all the content on our OTT platform is actually individual targeted. It's not family targeted. For us, that is television. Where we differ from competition is we believe that this is a mass play. We are targeting urban masses now, but we will soon move on to even a wider mass base into rural mass about a year from now. So we are targeting the bulk of India and not the creamy layer in terms of TGs. It's the target age group is male and female 18 to 40. The third and very important part of our strategy is price it effectively. So right now our pricing is 300 rupees a year, which is, like I said, about 1/20th of the leaders in this space. But we are kind of moving or thinking towards increasing our library and moving on to sachetizing our pricing. How do you offer prices, how do you offer our product in affordable, small priced sachets? Like 2 rupees a day or 3 rupees a day. That's what we are thinking about, and we feel that will unlock the power of mass India and will lead to sampling. We do not essentially believe that, you know, over proportionate or disproportionate marketing to acquire consumers will lead to results unless you have great hits or you have great product. And we are in the early stages of building our library. We will see a marketing push coming soon in about a year's time when the library even grows larger.
So by FY20, what could be your operating loss, and when will you hit black?
Like I mentioned, we will break even in 36 to 45 months after launch. We are 24 months after launch right now. We will see that those quarters where we will slowly start breaking even coming through, anywhere between 3 to 3.5 years after our launch, in another 12 to 18 months.
Sense as to what is your total money which you plan to spend only on content acquisition and content creation? I mean, it's very easy for you to turn into black if you start spending less on the content.
Our cost base, as I've mentioned often before, is about 150 crores, give or take 5 crores here and there, out of which 100 crores is on content acquisition. All of this is on series content whose IP we fully own. And that will be the trend that will continue.
Like, my colleague just said that you've doubled your subscription base. How much of your subscription base is still a base which is a payable base? Companies, they often tell us the gross subscription number, but we never figure out the net number. So at net number, what is the picture?
I think gross and net are accounting terms. Let me tell you this, whatever the subscription base that you have, our average realization per subscriber is anywhere between 120 to 150 rupees on quarter to quarter. So you just got to multiply that. We get some subscribers who pay us for the full year and we take 300 rupees from them, but some who pay us for only 3 months, which is 100 rupees. We have a few monthly subscribers who coming in anywhere between 20 to 25 rupees. All that put together means that our average realization per unit is anywhere between 120 to 150 rupees.
Closing comments, I remember reading a comment from Ms. Kapoor when the Reliance transaction happened that we will not be exclusively working only for Reliance Jio, and I think that's visible now. But what is upside you see coming from the Reliance Jio business?
Sorry, could you just repeat that last line? I couldn't catch.
No, my question is that what is the upside which you will slowly start capturing from the Reliance Jio business? I mean, now that we know that they are investors in your company, what is the existing upside you expect from there?
No. Well, right now, of course, we get significant strategic insight and directions. There is a sense of understanding of the market which they give us. They have 2 members on our board who guide us very ably, but they are here to see us grow. They are here to see our business grow, and I think that relationship is very fruitful. In terms of, if you're asking in terms of concrete terms, I think they have already invested a lot of money in our company, and it's our duty to justify that investment, earn multiples for them back for what they have done. And to be very honest, we are in the early stages of the OTT business. We've got data only for 2 years right now. We are understanding our audience cohorts. We will use this data and synergize it with other data that we get from this association to drive consumer acquisition better. Suffice to say, I think it's been a good strategic partnership so far, and we want to add value to this partnership also.
Glad you could join us, and good luck.
Yeah, thank you so much.